Hi, how are you today,
I'm
Tracy?
wonderful. How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you
Thank you.
again.
Good to see you too.
Thank you for returning back to our second session.
Of course.
How's your week been?
Busy.
Busy.
I know it's only Tuesday, but it's been a lot. I'm really enjoying being a school counselor. I'm really
Good.
enjoying the dream job. My little elementary babies are doing all kinds of things.
Oh,
And I just lost a student. He moved to Delaware
oh,
and I didn't get to say goodbye. So I'm kind of processing through that, like the highs and lows
mhm.
of the dream job. But overall, it's been okay.
Well, that's good. It's good to hear that as well too. And I know we had our first session, which was some great meeting you last week. And then I just wanted to go over quickly before we begin confidentiality. Do you remember what that was?
I remember that you have to tell a judge
Right.
if they come and ask you for things. I remember that part.
See, that is, that we did mention that.
We did mention the judge.
Right.
The judge made me nervous.
So, and then I tried my best to, just make sure it's just a part of the process.
Absolutely.
Typically, I've not seen it. So,
Right.
Just to
Right.
make you aware, confidentiality, it's really that privacy piece of what you say in here. What you say in here, it stays within these confines of our walls, but also just helping you be aware that there are pieces where I may need to break confidentiality, such as if there was any elder, child, any form of abuse that happens, as well too, or if you were putting somebody in danger, or if you yourself were in danger as well too, or suicide as well too, any things like that as well. That would mean I would have to break confidentiality, and also if I was requested by the courts to release paperwork and things like that too. And they were subpoenaed. I was subpoenaed. I'd have to release that, or if you were to take me to court as well.
Gotcha.
What happened, but those are pieces of where confidentiality would need to be broken.
Okay, I understand.
Perfect.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Well, let's get into it. I remember I gave you a little bit of homework, and I know it was our first meeting and homework, but
that's okay.
Yes, and just thinking about how did you feel with the assessment?
Yeah. I took it a couple of times just to kind of see if I would get the same answer because my analyzing brain does that. And I did. It felt, what's the word I'm looking for? Affirming.
Oh,
it felt like I already knew who I was, and that was just another piece that confirmed that I was in the right direction. I didn't like some of the questions, but I liked that it was straightforward and it was just either this or that, this or that. And I tend to live in more of a gray area.
Okay.
And like I was trying to manipulate the questions. Like,
Gotcha.
well, in this situation, blah, blah, blah. But ultimately I just went with whatever was most like me. And yeah, it was good. I've taken other assessments that was like, who even is this?
Gotcha.
What is going on here? But that one did not. I like that one.
Oh, that's really good. Okay. What I'm hearing you say is just affirming. It was affirming for you, and from that meaning, it really solidified and helped you be steady on the direction you were already taking for yourself.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly. And I'm just looking to. I don't know anybody in my immediate family that has like set a goal the way I have and then went for it the way I have. And so a lot of times in my family, we start things and stop things. Okay. And so I want to make sure like this is my goal that I have set for myself. I have accomplished. I want to make sure I can maintain it.
Okay.
So
and not start.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. We're breaking the cycles.
Awesome. So I'm going to actually, I didn't remember sharing, but I take notes, of course, as to what this whole laptop is for.
For sure.
And so I'm going to put, that's a really important goal. How do you feel about that? For your first goal, not stopping and starting, breaking the cycle.
No breaks. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's good to know. So not breaking or not breaking the cycle. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And excuse me, the notes have seemed
to
disappear.
But, technology.
Right. Like we were just here. Also thinking about you and the assessment part. What, when it described you, what stood out to you the most?
Mm, I think the I think I was like an ENFP, and I don't remember the order, the specific order,
Mhm.
but I remember looking at that order and being like, oh, like analyzing,
Yes.
like, am I more
Yes.
E than I am N or P? I don't know. Could you explain the ENFP for me one more time?
Yes, and you were correct about that order because that can be a little tricky. And so the E, extroverted,
Very,
and that resonates with you.
very much so.
Perfect.
Very much so.
Intuitive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And feeling, that's the F.
Yeah.
And perceiving is the P.
That's the one that I was like, am I more perceptive than I think I am?
What did you think?
I think I am.
Okay.
Maybe that's an area that I don't give myself enough credit for taking in what I see and like really being able to filter that through.
Right. Because if you were kind of wondering, oh, maybe I'm more perceptive. But just as we think about your goal one, which is you perceive that your family, typically people in your family, start goals and then they stop. And you've decided that's not what you want to do. You're going for this goal and you're going all the way through.
Yeah.
For you to see that, that's very perceptive.
Thank you.
So that is one of those examples where I can see where the scores and assessment also match that as well.
That is so good. Thank you.
That's really great to see.
Thank you.
And then you talked a little bit in the beginning about, did you say you took it again or you?
Yeah, I took it twice, right after each other.
Right after. How did that feel taking it twice to see?
I think I'm just naturally like resistant to stuff. So it was more of a challenge or me remembering what I said the first time and then making sure it was either right or trying to decide if I was going to change my mind or not. But apparently it was all the same.
Right,
so yeah. I was okay with that.
Did you feel any difficulty taking it the second time, thinking about your answers from the first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have. It was really unnecessary.
Yeah.
But that's just who I am.
And
I'll push it.
Love it. Listen.
I'll push it.
You wanted to take it again, see where it was. And sometimes that's called like a retest effect, where you're thinking about the first test you just took, and it's the same test, and the answers are saying that you're like, I don't want to manipulate, but now you're thinking about it and you're wondering about it. It could sometimes skew the answers the second time from the first time. And so that could be a bit difficult in the assessment phase of thinking about that too, but you end up getting the same.
Yeah. Like back in the day when you used to take EOG tests and there was like a green book and a blue book and a yellow book. Like I almost wish that the questions were like the same but in different formats.
Different formats, yeah. Because you already kind of knew where you were going.
Right. Like I took a green book already. Let me get a yellow.
Yeah. That would have been helpful with the stepping block.
Yeah. So, stepping blocks.
We might have to tell them your idea, maybe somebody knows.
Maybe they'll give us some money.
Maybe. That would be wonderful.
Maybe they'll handsomely compensate us
for improving the assessment. That would be wonderful. Okay.
So good.
That's perfect. And then just thinking about where you're at and why you came in. And so you had said from our last session, you have the dream job, but you want to continue to grow and not be stagnant.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm in an interesting place because I assumed that I was going to go through grad school, get the job, and then see what else happens. But the opportunity presented itself for me to go ahead and work. Yeah. So I'm on a provisional license at my school, and I am getting the degree while I am doing the work. And I like that because it feels like I'm able to take what I learn in class and apply it in real time.
Okay.
Also in class, I feel like I am being pushed, not necessarily pushed, but I've been told by multiple professors that the type of questions I ask are things that I could write dissertations on.
Ooh, dissertation.
And so it's like, okay, the dream job for as long as I've been an adult has been to be a school counselor. But then once I've been doing this for a while, will I want to go into counselor supervision or counselor education? And so I want to like be happy here, but then be thinking about, I'm 32 now. So when I'm 42, will I be ready to make another adjustment, or am I just going to be happy here? I don't know. Well, and maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. Maybe I'm doing am I doing too much?
Well, it's kind of how you feel towards that, right? And it's more of your decision as well too. There's nothing wrong with thinking, a few years ahead and dreaming, and then also taking in what your advisors are saying about, hey, what is dissertation, right? So when you heard the word dissertation, what feelings came to mind?
I'm not gonna lie, kind of lit up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, kind of lit up. Do I want to write a dissertation? No. Do I want doctor in front of my name? Yes.
Okay.
It's something I've thought about, but it's just been like inward. And so to hear that externally, I was like, oh wow. Like that's a real possibility. Okay.
So that's something you were already thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
it's one of those things that people have put in my ear. Like, I could see you being a doctor one day. I could see you teaching. I've been a special ed teacher, but like I could see you teaching at colleges. And so it's like, how it kind of flutters and it sits. And it's like, okay, well, I could see myself doing that too. But then people that are actually doing it are saying like, you're asking questions that may lead you here.
Okay.
So it's like real possibility.
Real possibility.
Yeah.
And it causes you to light up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would keep you from not going that direction?
Nothing right now. Nothing right now. Unless I hate it. Once I get there.
Okay.
We'll see.
So nothing is keeping you from going that direction. So there's a strong possibility of doctor.
Yeah. I would like to graduate this degree, get some work, get some experience, do the things, and then possibly come back.
Come back. That's good to know. Okay. And thinking of where you're at right now, your lifespan as well. We had talked a little bit about lifespan and where you were. And so we spoke about you really like where you're at now and want to keep furthering, which we can see that. Yeah. You want to do the school counseling, but further it along with that dissertation as well too, and doing the research parts.
Yeah.
And so thinking about where you're at, we had talked last week, hitting between establishment, where you're settling into your career path and building skills to stabilize, and then also maintenance. So making an ongoing adjustment to improve where you're at too. So you were in between those two.
So in between.
Okay. So do you still feel that way?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't feel established at my job. Like there's still so many questions that I have about what I can and can't do, what I should or shouldn't, what's ethic, what's moral. Like, I'm not safe. Like, I'm safe, but like, I'm not, like, I remember being an EC teacher, I started coasting after a certain point because I just knew what it was. I want to feel like I'm coasting as a school counselor at some point.
So at some point you want to feel, you know it.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah. I'm not asking my supervisor every 5 minutes what I should do. Like, I just know. And then I want to maintain that. I want to be great at what I'm doing, but also not get stagnant.
And how long have you been at your position?
It is October, 2 months.
So 2 months, right?
Yeah.
And so you feeling like you don't know it yet and you're not safe yet and you're not coasting. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm definitely giving myself grace for that. I am an overachiever. So I do feel like once I get into something, I should be like professional, all for it. But this is the first career change that I've made as an adult. Like I started out as a teacher assistant and then became a teacher, and I've been a teacher since like 2018. So this is my first career change. And so this is the first time that I felt inexperienced in a long time. And so that there's like there's good feelings about that, and then it's like, okay, I really want to just know what I'm doing.
Right.
So yeah, it's everywhere. So I'm definitely not established.
But it's a little bit, you talked about not feeling safe yet.
Yeah.
But is that a good feeling or?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Okay.
The overachiever in me doesn't like
Doesn't
it.
like that.
I want to know what I'm.
But then you're also trying something new for the first
Brand
time.
new. Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is so exciting.
Wow.
I love a new beginning.
Right. That is well done for stepping out into the new and what you feel that you're getting set in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really big, awesome deal. Congratulations. You took the risk. So what I get from you is you took the risk and you're doing something new. And how long was it, did you say, before? Since
2018, so 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
And in those 7 years, you're like, no, I'm doing something. And then also you're not gonna do the typical trend that you may have seen in your family where starting things and not finishing through. You're determined to finish it, follow through. And then also, even though it doesn't feel safe because it's new, you're so excited about it.
Yeah. You wrapped that up real nice.
Okay.
You wrapped that up so nice. Yeah.
How, thinking about that summed up for you, how do you feel currently?
It feels like my life is exciting. And I don't think I've ever felt like my life has been exciting.
Wow.
I feel like I always have things going on, but I'm usually serving others. And like, this is the first time that I've like focused on, this just feels good. It feels really good.
Well, that's cool. I'm very proud of you for taking that time and focusing on Tracy and expanding and not being stagnant.
Yeah.
Saying yes.
Yeah.
To the next step.
That's it. That is it.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Do you feel with your the assessment that you took, the stepping block, and you did talk about how it really did align, how can you see what you learned from that assessment helping you in your new career? Let's recap. Okay. ENFP, extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving, those 4 dichotomies.
Will you ask that question again, please?
Yes. And so thinking about your new job change and where you're going, how do you feel from the assessment that you took, those 4 different dichotomies, how do you see now knowing that helping you? Yeah,
I feel like they work together as a system. And I need that system to be a good counselor. Like I have to be perceptive and I have to be intuitive. And I'm with people, so I have to be extroverted. And like it just all makes sense. Like it helps to just put things into perspective. I like to compartmentalize things. That's how I function. And so it feels like this has taken my dreams and my goals and been like, okay, well, this is the box that you are. And not that I have to stay in the box or trap myself in, but it just like explains who I am in a compartmentalized way. Yeah.
And it helps you with already the way your brain moves.
Yeah.
Compartmentalized.
Exactly.
That's really good.
I think, so I grew up an only child until I was like in middle schoolish. And so I really find rest in being by myself. But I also, I'm not going to say it charges me to be around other people. It does make me feel good.
Yeah.
And so when I saw extracurricular or extroverted, I was like, because I can definitely be to myself and be okay. But I do, it's okay. I do like to help people. I feel like serving is my life purpose. So it makes sense.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so life purpose, serving is your life purpose. I want to make sure I write that down.
Oh yeah. As
we think about that overarching goal for the other objectives that go with it, serving is your life purpose.
I was born to serve. I was born to serve and encourage.
That's beautiful. It really is. What makes the world a better place?
Somebody got to.
Born to serve and encourage. And okay. And so thinking of everything that we talked about today, that's also looking at the assessment and where you also are in your life stage, and exciting. We don't want to forget words like that.
I'm so excited.
Exciting and new.
Mhm.
That's also a few words that were used today as well too. Thinking about your goals, we just wanted to recap them and then see if you wanted to add or change any of the goals as well too,
Okay.
as we go over what I gained from what we talked about.
Gotcha.
And so the first one was following through
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
with your goal with completing school and then being a school counselor. Is
Yes.
that correct? Okay.
Mhm.
And that also shifts what you've typically seen in your family trajectory as well too.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. And then also thinking about fully licensure
Mhm.
as well too.
Mhm.
If you have a timeline,
According to my job, I have to be fully licensed in 3 years.
okay,
I graduate in 2.
you graduate in 2, and then you want to get
Yeah.
the
So
full
between
licensure.
27 and 28, I'm
Okay.
fully licensed.
How do you feel about that goal?
Terrified.
Okay,
Mhm. The hours, the exams. I'm not at all interested.
okay.
I test well,
Mhm.
but test anxiety is what kills me before anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something that others do go through as well too, and thinking about if you had any accommodations, or we could talk through that when that time comes.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
and then now this is more of a long-term goal, it's not as short.
Mhm.
And it sounds like you were thinking through it, but lit up when dissertation was mentioned.
Mhm.
Did you want to make pursuing a
No.
doctorate? Okay,
Not yet.
that's okay.
I can't think about that yet.
We're gonna say we're table.
We're gonna table it.
tabling it.
I do not mind getting more information about it.
Okay.
I don't mind talking to my advisors and my professors, but I'm not in a place where I would be like really looking into it right now.
How about with that? We tabled that goal of dissertation, but asking your professors or your advisor about a bit more information on
I
that.
can do that.
Okay.
I can do that. And they have a lot of seminars at my school
Okay.
about people that are considering going into doctoral programs. So maybe finding one of those.
The session.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely check in with you about how that is going. And how are you feeling good about us meeting again next week?
Yes.
Okay,
I
that's
would love to.
awesome. Great. You're doing so great.
Thank you.
And you're even so open to exploring what something may look like, even if you're not ready to do the goal of dissertation or PhD.
Mhm.
You're willing to explore that as well
Yeah.
too. And when that time comes, remembering that we're here, I'm here, as well as a resource.
Thank you.
You're doing so great, and I look forward to meeting you next week.
Sounds
Thank
good.
See you
Thank
soon.
you. See ya.
Ooh.